Hey guys, I am getting ready to go to dinner, so I'm going to show you how I use the Dyson Airwrap to get ready. I'm just going to do a natural blowout and show you how I use the tools and different products to achieve this look. So first, to start out, my hair is towel dry right now, so it still has some moisture in it, but you don't want to start with it too wet or else it's going to be harder to hold the style. And I'm going to go in with the Kerastase. This is kind of like a heat protectant and also like a leave-in moisturizer for your hair. So it's going to add the moisture that you want, but it's also going to protect from the thermal heat of the Dyson. And I'm just going to run this through my ends, the tops of my hair. And brush it through. Okay, next, this is one of the most important steps when I use the Dyson because my hair does not like to hold a curl on its own. So I start with the Amika Mousse. This is the plus size perfect body mousse. This stuff is just gonna add a little bit of extra hold when you're styling so you don't have to worry about it falling out before you're finished. And I'm just gonna take the product and put a big amount into my hand. So I'm just gonna work it into my hand and then put it through the ends, working your way up. And you wanna do this on both sides. And it helps give your hair a little bit more texture too when it's finished, so it doesn't just fall flat. It has a lot more body. Just take the excess that's left over and work it through the top. And I really like to focus on the back of my hair as well because I notice like the underneath and the back side doesn't hold as much as the front pieces that are a bit shorter. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the bottom area and back. And then just brushing it through, making sure you have a smooth surface to work with. Okay, now that I have all the products in my hair, I'm just gonna split the sections so I have half on the bottom. And just get it out of the way. And we're just gonna clip it up into place. So I'm going to start with the blow drying attachment, and this is just going to take out some of the excess moisture to help the style hold better. You don't want it to be too wet. It's kind of like a fine line of where you want your hair to be, and I have a lot of moisture from the mousse as well, so I just want to take some of it out first. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the round brush attachment. This is just going to help achieve that natural salon blowout, and I'm going to be doing this in an upward motion to help give a little bit of extra body to my hair. And I'm taking the heat off when I undo my hair because when I pull it out, I don't want the heat to drag it out. My hair has a really hard time holding the kind of like curls at the end of this, so I feel like when I add the heat on, when I'm pulling it out, it kind of stretches out the curl and takes it out. So I'm just giving it a little bit more life by turning off the actual heat when I'm releasing it. And in between sections, just because my hair does tend to fall when I'm styling it, I'm gonna go in with some hairspray just to seal in the look as I'm going. And just spritzing it on the ends to kind of hold that bottom movement that I created. For the next section, I'm going to take my hair and just lightly put it back with this silk scrunchie to try not to leave any indents or ruin all the work that we just did. And then bring down the top pieces. And we're gonna do one more separation of sections. I'm going to take this top crown of my head, where I want to add as much volume as possible in this look, and save that for last. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the final section, the very top, and this is where I really want a lot of volume for my hair to kind of stand up and be just as like big and voluptuous as possible. So we're gonna do all of this in an upward motion. You'll see what I mean. First, again, just lightly pull your hair back out of your face so you have room to work, and then we're just gonna pull this guy down. And it really doesn't matter which way you part it because we're going to be doing all of it in a row. So I'm just going to go, let's see, I might need to brush it first. Got a little crazy up there. Okay, I'm just going to take a section from the back and I'm going to work from the back forwards. Okay, now that you have blown out all of your hair, you can kind of choose where you want your part to lie. Okay, finally I'm going to add more hairspray to the pieces that we just did. Okay, I'm just gonna do like a teeny tiny bit of oil into the ends of my hair, because I know that if I put too much, it's just going to take out any of the curls that I have on the ends of my hair. So I'm just gonna warm it up and then really lightly just like sweep over it. So a few finishing tips for styling your hair with this Dyson, or if you're just doing like a blowout, a blow dry, a good mousse can really help hold the style when you're using it. But also don't be afraid to do touch-ups at the end. If you've been styling for a long time and some pieces have fallen out, don't be afraid to go back in there and fix what is broken. Like, you put so much work into styling your hair in the first place. You might as well go until you're finished and you're complete with the look. But now, ending on that note, I'm gonna make a slate for dinner if I sit here and do any more. So I hope you guys enjoyed and you got some good tips for if you do use the Dyson Airwrap. But if you don't, you can also use this with a normal blow dryer and a round brush. So if you guys have any questions about this or the products I used or anything, I'll have everything down below, and also leave a comment if you have anything that you want to say to me or have any questions. And if you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you soon.